Hi everybody, this is Gad Saad. Today I'd like to discuss a pervasive cognitive bias, one that I've alluded to in the past and I discuss in my forthcoming book, The Parasitic Mind, which you should head off and pre-order ASAP once you finish watching or listening to this video clip. The bias in question is the getting drunk by smelling the cork of the wine bottle bias. Right? So here's a wine bottle. By the way, notice the wine bottle is called consilience. For those of you who don't know, consilience is a term that was reintroduced into the lexicon by E.O. Wilson. Consilience refers to unity of knowledge. And a lot of my work, I talk about how evolutionary psychology can offer the behavioral sciences consilience because it can offer a meta framework for unifying disparate sources of knowledge. And so consilience is something that has been very prevalent in my own work. And when I found a winery that actually produced such a bottle named consilience, as you might imagine, I was very excited. So on our last trip before the COVID lockdown 73 years ago, we actually went near Santa Barbara to the winery that actually produces this bottle, and we bought it then. And I'm hoping to open the bottle when The Parasitic Mind comes out on October 6th. But in the meantime, I can get drunk either by drinking this entire bottle, or I can get drunk simply by smelling the cork of the wine bottle. Do you follow the point here? In other words, a lot of people are become drunk by useless peripheral cues. In other words, it doesn't take much to convince them of any imbecilic position that they should be taking, right? So charlatans are very good at getting you drunk by simply smelling the cork of the wine bottle, right? And so how do I apply this principle? By the way, I'm translating the concept from Arabic. How do I apply this concept? Well, I apply it when I explain to people that in many cases, people use peripheral cues, meaning cosmetic cues, in arriving at a judgment rather than substantive cues. So, for example, if you decide that you're going to buy a product because an attractive endorser is using it, well, that's a peripheral cue. In other words, the company is not convincing you that product A is better than product B. They're simply saying, hey, a beautiful person is using it, shouldn't you as well? Okay. And so in The Parasitic Mind, I explain how companies use these types of persuasion strategies. But in this case, it's a cognitive bias because if I get drunk by simply smelling the cork of the wine bottle, what I'm effectively communicating here is that it doesn't take much to BS me. And of course, good politicians are precisely those who are nothing but walking corks of a wine bottle. So let me give you an example so that you can get a sense of what I'm talking about. I posted a series of these yesterday on my social media. I'll only read one because I think it'll become blatantly obvious what I mean. So, Donald Trump. I am here to announce that based on my policies, we have found a cure for cancer and achieved world peace. I'm the best. The absolute number one. Look at my huge hands. CNN, you are fake news. And then Michelle Obama comes and says, we must believe in love and hope, because through hopeful love and loving hope, we can achieve anything. Don't forget the children. They are our future. You see? So she said such beautiful platitudes that I got drunk simply by smelling the cork of the wine bottle. So lobotomized imbeciles who get drunk smelling the cork of the wine bottle will respond in the following way. Trump is so gross. He disgusts me. Remember, he just announced that his policies have led to a cure for cancer and to world peace. Trump is so gross, he disgusts me. That Michelle, though, she is amazing. The world would be rudderless without her. And then I reminded people that I discussed this idiotic mindset and the parasitic mind. Again, what am I trying to say here? People go on aesthetic cues. Aesthetic doesn't just mean aesthetically, but peripheral cues in arriving at judgments, because people are cognitive misers. They want to use quick strategies to arrive at a conclusion. And so if you simply speak to them with a mellifluous voice, if you smile, if you use the cadence of a Baptist preacher as noble prophet Obama did, then, oh man, I'm getting drunk. He is so amazing. So it doesn't matter what someone says. What matters is how you say it. Cosmetic over substance. And regrettably, I'm here to inform you that it doesn't matter how much of a sophisticated intellectual you are, you could become parasitized by the Cork bias, whereby you are enamored by astonishingly vacuous platitudes that literally carry the semantic meaning of the drivel of a newborn pigeon, but it is said with such kindness, such faux empathy, that it's wonderful, it's presidential. On the other hand, Donald Trump is judged because he acts like an ogre. He acts obnoxiously, he's bombastic, he's vulgar, he's combative. So if he says that he has cured cancer, but then refers to his big hands, hence his big penis, he's disgusting. So again, you can get me to get drunk simply by smelling the cork of the wine bottle. Don't be that person. Engage your cognitive abilities when it matters. By the way, in the Parasitic Mind, I talk about the fact that it's not that humans are thinking animals or feeling animals. We're both. What matters is when should you deploy which system. There are times when it makes perfect evolutionary sense for your emotional system to be engaged. There are other times when it makes perfect sense for your cognitive system to be engaged. We have both systems for a clear evolutionary set of reasons. What you don't want to do is get drunk by the smell of the cork of the wine bottle when you should be taking time to actually drink the wine bottle. Have a good day, everybody. Cheers.